Hi, and welcome to Pilates Done Right. My name is Melanie. I'm a comprehensively certified Pilates instructor and personal trainer, and today we're going over Cleopatra on the reformer. So Cleopatra is a wonderful stretch, but it can be a little bit intimidating to get clients into as an instructor, so I think sometimes it gets shied away from, but we're going to kind of decode it for you. So for the equipment setup, we have the Footbar on high, and we have one red spring. And for other reformers, that would just be one heavy. And we'll stack the feet so that they're up against the back shoulder block of the carriage, so the one behind us. And then the feet and the ankles and the knees should all be stacked. The hips are somewhat stacked as well, as much as we're able to get squeezed in there. The left hand is on the foot bar, and the right hand will reach across to the front of the carriage, so the foot bar end of the carriage. And then your gaze will be over the right shoulder, or whichever shoulder is over your feet. So the gaze is out over your feet. And then to get the exercise, our left elbow is also straight. And we'll take the carriage out and lift the gaze up toward the ceiling. And then bring it all the way back in, tracing the gaze back down. So this is my gaze is to my right shoulder here in this position, and it stays that way. My head does not turn at all. It's just staying over my right shoulder the whole time. But as I press the carriage out, it's looking up to the ceiling and bring it in. So this is where the name Cleopatra comes in right here. We'll take some grapes while we're out here, bring it all the way back in for that stretch. So the deepest stretch in this exercise is actually right here. And then as we go out, we're beginning to feel a little bit of shoulder stability, a little bit of a kind of a relaxed, but a little bit of effort going on there. And then you'll feel this stretch pretty deeply all through the right side, even down into your hip. So I'm going to turn around, face the other direction so you can see that from both ways, and hear how I might cue clients as well. So once again, we'll have a seat on the reformer, placing the feet stacked against the backmost shoulder block, or the shoulder block behind you. The feet are stacked, the knees are stacked, and the hips are stacked. The right hand now is on the foot bar, and the left hand will be across the body, holding onto the foot bar end of the reformer carriage, Take the gaze and look over the left shoulder, and then press the carriage out, looking now up toward the ceiling, keeping that gaze to your left the whole time. Bringing the carriage in, feeling that stretch, pressing out, and this is a fun place to add some levity as you joke about Mark Antony and the grapes. Bring it back in, and one more time, and bringing it all the way back in. Nice deep stretch there. Okay, so a couple things. Once you get the client into the position, and you can always, like if you've got a free reformer, give them a little visual and do it along with them for the first rep or whatever. But once you get their body into the right position, they'll start to move in and out, and then you'll have to start making some corrections. So usually the first thing that you've got to correct is their gaze goes other places. So you really have to hone in on keeping their gaze over their shoulder the whole time, or over their feet, whatever cue seems to get it across to them there. And sometimes their hands, the one that's on the reformer at the end of the carriage there, sometimes that'll drift elsewhere also. So that's another place you may have to kind of communicate. Let's keep that hand as close to that position as possible. Sometimes there's mobility issues or different things that a person might not get it all the way there, but that's where we're reaching toward. All right, so that is Cleopatra on the reformer. I get requests for it. People love this stretch. It's just, a little bit intimidating as a new instructor sometimes. So don't shy away from it, because people will love it. And the more you teach it, the more comfortable you and your clients will get with it. So I hope that helps, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.